mic is live, the stage is set. Words like fire you won't forget. Every topic, every thread. Living stories in your head. Turn it up, feel the beat ignite. Conversations flowing bright. In your ears, day or night. This is the sound that feels so right. Mic is live, the stage is set. Words like fire you won't forget. Every topic, every thread. Living stories in your head.
As always, everything we discuss is for entertainment and is speculation. Please like and subscribe, and definitely join our discussion in the comments. If you're ready, let's get into it. Welcome back to Typically Unique. I'm Kim Aponte. And today we are going to talk about the DNA. This is my third dive into that. I have some other things on the agenda, though, also. I have a new documentary. It's also a podcast that caught my attention that I want to share with you. I know everybody's been talking about the 1112 footage. Have some thoughts about that. I also made a couple items that I want to share. I made a map of the whole neighborhood. I always see when I'm in other chats, and myself included, asking exactly where the location of different places are related to the 1122 house. On my last live, I talked about the neighborhood canvassing and some of the interviews that were done. I want to go back to a couple points about that. I have a couple new segments I'm going to be trying. I always, well, not always. If I feel like I've caught maybe some nuggets of something, maybe something interesting, something to point out, I'm going to do a segment called "Is It a Nugget or Nah?" So I'll show you my little nuggets today. And then I also have a corrections corner I need to address. And then we're going to just talk about the DNA today. And I did make a document that I'm going to be sharing with members. So trying to, if you're a member, trying to do some special for you. The document that I created has a table with all the DNA item numbers, what they are, where they came from, what were the findings, and what report can you find it in. So I think that's going to be helpful. It greatly helped me to see everything in one spot. I have a couple creators videos, little clips that I'm going to show today also. So the show that I found is called Citizen Sleuth. And Carlos and I love documentaries. So I stumbled across this and I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds interesting. So apparently there's a true crime podcaster, and I don't know a whole lot about the backstory about this, but there was, hi, Leslie, happy Thursday. Are you still Christmas shopping? I think I'm almost done. I've done 0 wrapping though. Have you heard about this documentary called Citizen Sleuth? So I don't know how old it is, but it's got to be a few years, I would assume, because this girl had a podcast. She seemed like maybe in her young 20s, and she had a case. I think it was local to her. And I do think I heard about it. Do you remember the case where they found that car like in the middle of the road? And the door was open, the person was gone. Yeah, you're not even close to done. Well, good luck with that. And they found her body right there at the scene, but there was like her clothes were off and were draped over a railing, and it just didn't look like a typical like car accident, I guess, but that's what they I think ruled it as. So this girl started her podcast and it's called Mile Marker. It's either 81 or 181. I think it's 181. So I want to go listen to that and see if I can still find it. I don't know if it would still be up or not, though this whole documentary is about her journey. But I guess she gets called out by law enforcement and even like big name people like Paul Holes. He's one of the people that helped solve the Golden State Killer case, and he's been on a lot of podcasts. The plows are going down my road and the salt trucks. If you hear any background noise. So Paul Holes reached out to her and was like, "Hey, like you're way off track. Like let this go." Like trying to help her out, and she like doubled down. And so I guess there's a lot of it's a documentary. So someone was following her around because of her podcast, and it's going to show what she did and her conflict with the police and what ultimately happens. I think I know what ultimately happens, but I'm not going to give any spoilers. And so Carlos and I are going to watch it, and based on what we find out in it, that might be something we're covering in the future. The only place I could find it was on Amazon Prime, and you have to buy it. So, but I'm thinking maybe if it gets popular, because there's so many true crime people out there, maybe Netflix will pick it up or something. So hopefully. Okay, 1112 camera footage. What has been your biggest takeaway from that? I'm hoping a lot of people will watch this on replay. I know there's a couple bigger creators on live right now, so I appreciate you if you're in here listening. And please hit the thumbs up for me. And if you're watching on replay, leave all your comments for me, because I do read them and I do respond to all of them. You guys give me good ideas and things, some good information. I guess my thoughts, I know everybody's talking about the barking right now. Like, where's the barking coming from? Is it Murphy? Is it not Murphy? And I know Lana made a good point about the Walenta house, the Moyes house, with their dog or possible two dogs. I'm not sure, but I have a clip I'm going to show today from definitely. Yeah, I know. She says it's not Murphy. And there was a neighbor. And when I show the clip, we're going to look at where we think the house is. I think it's next to the camera house. And then I'm going to pull up my map and see, where is it located compared to the house. And she says in this clip, I was taking my dog out all night. And I even made a joke about it in my last live, because it didn't dawn on me the importance of that statement. I made a joke like, "Well, does her dog have a UTI? Like, why is he wanting to go out so bad?" But no, what if he wanted to go out all night because he was sensing what was going on or smelling something? Dogs have like super power sense of smell. So I think that's interesting. And the cops, if they reflected on it like I did, I would have gone back and interviewed her more to get more clarification. Like, was your dog acting weird? Did you hear or observe anything while you were out with your dog? About what times do you think, how often was your dog going out? Things like that. Let's see. We got a comment here. Lana called the Buffalo. I was on there. I heard her. I love that. And this is truth and transparency, guys. She's the GOAT. So I'm sure everybody's subscribed to her. But if you're stumbling across my channel and you have not gone to Truth and Transparency yet, you need to get over there. She called the Buffalo Wings place where Matt Moye, however you say their last name, he lives in a house behind the 1122 house. Right, his house butts up to the backyard of 1122. And it's in a document, he was interviewed and said that he went into work for a training at 3 a.m. and it lasted until like noon. So Lana called and I heard it with my own two ears. And that lady, and kudos to Lana because she said, could I speak to somebody who like was in charge back in 2022, back at that time? And the lady was kind of like, she didn't know why she was calling. So she was like, I think I can answer your question. And so she asked her, like, would you do a training at 3 a.m., lasting till like noon? And she was like, no. And, like never, like that would never happen. Hey, Miss Potts. Oh, you're resting. Good, good, good. I'll try not to be too loud. I know I'm loud. I have that teacher voice. It's good to see you. When we talk about the DNA, I'm sure you'll have a lot to chime in and say. But if that's his alibi, I feel like that just got blown out the water. Hey, Kane, did you hear that? Did you hear the Buffalo Wings phone call that Lana made? That was crazy. Something that needs to, if it didn't get looked into back in the day, it definitely needs to get looked into now. And speaking of that, I've been thinking about what my next comparison is going to be for my next other case to compare to Idaho 4. And I found somebody who I think he was convicted, but he didn't do it. He was found innocent later. He was exonerated later. But the way they exonerated him, their court system, they didn't have faith in the court system, just like Idaho. And so instead of going that route, they took a gamble and they just decided, they asked the prosecution. There was probably a new district attorney. I don't think it was the original one. And that's always key. Like you got to have a new person. If it's the original person, they want to save face. They don't want to admit they did anything wrong, right? So what they did was they met with the new DA and they presented all their evidence. The attorney was like, that's a huge gamble because you're showing them everything you got. So if you do have to turn around and try to go through the court system, like they already know everything. So that's a good one. And I think that's like something new to think about with possibilities, right? Yeah, back to Matt Moye. I know I read that document. So it's got to be in the Moscow police documents. I think I'm up to 120. So somewhere before that. I don't have it pulled up today because that just happened, but I know I read it. I know I read it in one of my episodes. And I didn't you won't find it in my title or anything like that. Like I didn't put a picture of that on my thumbnail or anything because I didn't realize the importance of it. I'll find it tonight, Kane, and maybe I'll pull the clip of it and just do that document. So then we'll have it. And if you want to show it, please show it. Are you out working or are you home and you can relax? Oh, hi, Seahawks fan. Thanks for jumping in. I felt so bad because Dago's live too, but hey, I tried to reschedule, but live and learn. All right. So I made, and you guys probably know this, but so you can help me. If I did something wrong, I made a map of the area. So first, let's look at the map of the area. What am I doing? Where's it at? What if I just share my screen? There we go. Oh my gosh, I don't know which one it is. I have a million tabs open. There it is. Okay, I did name them. That helped me. Okay, so you can see this. So I put a big yellow circle around the heart. The heart is where 1122 is. So the Queen Road apartments are to the right, and I labeled those, and I'm pretty sure I did that correctly. And then if I do my arrow on it, oh no, I don't think you can see it. Linda Lane is to the right. I labeled those in yellow. Where the dumpster guy is seen, I put a big orange dot to the. It's to the far right of the image. And then I wasn't sure about the queens. So if you look at 1122 that I circled, did I put the Queen Road apartments? Can you guys see it okay, or should I make it bigger? I think I can. Oh, I got it at like 200%. There we go. Yeah, things go off screen if I make it that big. Okay. That's as big as I can go. I wasn't sure if the whites are where I put them or if they're to the left, but I think the one to the left is a house. I'm not sure. And I think that might be the house where everybody was saying that someone caught a camera on a camera that Ellie has never said they had. So, all right. So the camera house I labeled camera, and the arrow is pointing out. So that's the direction the camera's facing. And then in the DNA documents, because that's what I mostly want to talk about today, there is DNA that was taken from this house over here, and it's 1127 King Road, and I believe it's right next to Jack D's house. And I don't know who lives there. It says apartment 1. It says 1127 apartment 1, but I'll show you what this looks like because it's not an apartment building. It's a house. Let me see if I can switch, if it'll let me share this tab. I'll show you a picture of just what the house looks like. It did switch. Look at me learning these tools. As long as I don't click the X on anything and X myself out. Now can I make it? I don't know if I can make it bigger, you guys. But look, it's a little house. Maybe I can make it bigger. There we go. It only goes like 150. Nope. There we go. So that's 1127, and I pulled this up. Another thing I'm realizing as a YouTuber, when you do a live, you are speaking from your heart. You're just speaking off the cuff sometimes, and we're all humans, and sometimes I make mistakes. So I did make a mistake in my last episode, and I'm going to clarify that. So I'm going to start doing a corrections corner when I need to. So I brought that up because I went to Google Maps. I typed in 1127 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. That neighborhood came up, right location. This is right on the corner. Like this King Road dead ends like into this. Pretty much. So if you are listening now and you know who lives at 1127, let me know. This is listed in the DNA documents. We're going to go over those, and I'm going to show you what it says. Person who, what they collected at this house and what they found out. It is on the maps, and I'm going to go back to the big map. And is this one. Share this tab. Got it. Okay. So so I put Jack D right next to it. So we see Jack D's house on a lot of the body. So when you're watching those videos, the neighborhood canvassing, all of that, the interviews that they're doing, it's right next to it. So we'll have to look and see if we can see it over there. And then look at it in relationship to the 1122 house. So you would have to cross King Street, walk the camera house, and be at 1122. And then here's what I was not sure about is this. Let me get a tool here. We'll put a circle and I'll make it blue. Is this, can I move it? Oh my gosh. Is that Matt Moy's house? Moyer, however you say it. Is this his house? Because it's the only house I see. And here's 1122 right here. And you can see they said, let me get a straight line. Look at Matt Moyer's house, goes right to the backyard. And then this house, you can get right through there. So I should have made those darker. So I wanted to see the perspective. Oh. Of these two places. So this is where we're talking about. You heard he has a camera facing the back? I mean, maybe that motion light has a camera on it. I don't know. I haven't heard that. I haven't read that anywhere. All right. But I'm on a mission to find out who lives it. I'm wondering, where did Jack Showalter live? Did he live in Queen Apartments or the Whites? Didn't he live over that way? Hey, Lucy. I'm using my tools, Lucy. I'm using my tools. All right, Lucy, check my work. Check my work. And do you know who lives at 1127 King Road where the X is? Be my fact checker over there. All right, so this is my reference. And then I wanted to talk about the dog barking. So I have a little clip because I know Lana was saying, it's a good possibility that dog is just coming from, the barking could be coming from Mac Moyer's house. Because if there's action going on at his house, we just learned his alibi pretty much blew up. Were you in there, Lucy? Did you hear that? Did you hear her call BW3s? There was no training at 3 a.m. that he went to. And Kane, I think he said he had to be there at 3. So yeah, you're right. Maybe he's saying he left at 2:30. So I'm wondering what kind of car he drives. Is it on any of the cameras? So it would be, let me make my notes here. Matt's car would be on camera, maybe 2:30 to 3 o'clock. And then I think he said he was out until noon. He might have said the training was till 6 a.m., but he hung out or they all went somewhere to eat or something until, I need to go back. I got to find this document. Lucy, if you do, I hate always asking you to do stuff, so just say no if you don't want to. But if you know which document Matt Moyes, where they talk about him in the Moscow Police Department documents, or where they interviewed him, because I'm just going off my memory, and I know I read it. My memory, and like I said, I make mistakes. I could be wrong. I'm thinking he said he had to go to a training at 3 a.m. and then he went to go hang out and eat with people. They went to eat at like 6 a.m. So if it's 6, but BW3 is not open at 6 a.m. Maybe it wasn't 6 a.m. they went to go eat. Maybe it was 10 or 11. I don't know. But before I jump to conclusions about him, I want to check all that stuff out because I am thinking. And so my thought, I was like, who's going to training at 3 a.m.? And I dated somebody who was in the National Guard, and they would have to be at training that early. And everybody keeps saying he was not military, but his family was. So I'm just not sure about him fully, but definitely on my list to dig deeper into. All right, let me show you this clip. Not that one, this one. So this is Connor's video. Connor's getting mad props today. I know he dropped something new. This is part 6 of Officer Snyder's body cam footage where he's talking to some of the neighbors. Again, go to Connor. If you Google or if you type in YouTube Connor Idaho 4, you'll find it. And I also posted his link in the description.
Moscow Police.
Hey,
Hi there.
how's it going?
Good. Ryan with Moscow. Last night, did you hear anything?
No,
Do you live alone in here?
I do.
Okay. No screaming, no yelling,
No,
nothing suspicious.
I didn't know anything happened until the text that I got, so I've
Okay.
just been hanging out.
Okay. All right. Well, if something comes up, if you see something, just call, okay?
Is this the area?
I can't really give you any information.
I
Sorry.
can't believe he doesn't even know.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
He's like right there. Hello, dude. Do you see the police officer? He was partying good the night before.
Moscow Police.
Either this door or right after this.
Hi.
She's coming back. Sorry, I'm also sitting right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's 2 of us in there.
Okay.
I wasn't home last night.
You weren't home last night. Where were you?
I was at Beta. Oh, there she is. We want to go over there.
Okay, yeah. You weren't here. You didn't stay here last night?
No, I
What time did you get home?
I probably got home around, I want to say 7
7 a.m.
p.m.
p.m.
yesterday, and then today I got home maybe around
Oh, this is the girl. Long sweater girl.
12:30, right when you guys kind of got here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I live here.
You live.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You here? See.
No, I got home I think at like 9:30. I was letting my dog out throughout the night, but I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Um, can I ask like gunshot? Is that what you're asking?
Just anything suspicious.
Okay. You can see 1122 in the background. So I believe this is the little apartment stretch right next to the camera house. It looks like it. And look at that shed right there. I'm observing all sheds that I see. The Moyes have a shed. There's a shed right here because remember, we are looking for that GM guy who's out roaming around campus all night, whose mom likes to sleep in sheds. This one looks pretty decent. Like it looks like a little like cottage house. I don't know. Just observing, just observing. She seems scared of the cops. Oh, because she was like, hey, let's go right over here. Yeah, yeah. Good observation. The girl in the long sweater said, I got home, I think she said 9:30, and I took my dog out all night. So where would she be taking her dog out at? I mean, you can see the little grassy area right here by the car. It wraps around the back of the shed. She could be out on the road. I can't believe right at this moment the detective doesn't, or whoever, the police officer doesn't ask more questions. What times do you think you were out with your dog? Was your dog acting overly barking a lot, you know? And even if he didn't ask him at this moment, do they ever go back to this girl? She's right there. She's right there. So is it that dog barking? Barking at what? Does this girl see anything? You know, does she see the DoorDash driver? Does she see the dumpster guy? Does she see people over at the house? She's right there. Let's say that one more time. She's right there. Let's see. Oh, oops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. So there's a couple other besides Murphy. We know there's a dog here, and that dog was out all night, according to this owner. So I'll show you on the map again what I think, where I think this is. Oops. Where did you go? I should not sing. I am like, not, don't do that. Now I can't find it. There it is. Okay. So I'm getting my art tools, Lucy. Let's do a square. What color do you want the square to be? I can't change it. Oh, there we go. We'll do purple. And we'll make it. I didn't change my color. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right, go away. I think the girl is right here next to the camera house. What do you guys think? So she's right there, maybe a little forward, somewhere in there, that close to the house. Kane, I have not started yet. I saw you asking me about the DoorDash thing, and did you get stalked by them? Like, I have a guy that calls me, like, it's not stalking. I'm exaggerating, but he calls me like once a week. And I finally had to be like, I don't know. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, especially because it's crappy outside, which I know I'd probably make more money going out to do it in the bad weather. What do you think about that, Kane? KRW, Ken Jr. Hello, hello. I think so, Lucy. Don't you? I think she's between the camera house and where I put that purple circle. Where do you think she is? Let me know. Or across the street. Is she across the street? Is she more up here? Well, let me move. Yeah, it'll let me move it. Let's move you. Is she over here? And I need to get rid of this thing. Which one? She's across the street from 1122, but let's look at the house again. You think she's, let me see. Over here, across the street. I don't know. I'm gonna rewind the video and we're gonna look. Let's look. So, okay. Maybe I didn't get the whole perspective enough. Okay. Because, nope, that's not good enough. Okay. Isn't that JD's? What am I looking at? Let's see. Maybe I can see where he comes walking from. See, I think he's at the corner of Queen and King. Isn't he at the corner of King? He's right there at the corner of, right? Is this the camera house right here to the right in front of this blue Jeep? It's a substation for MP. It's something. I don't know. It's a very nice little shed. I don't know. I'm looking here. I'm trying to see if I can. The house is up here. And we're down at the bottom of the hill. Isn't the house is up at the I believe we are at the intersection. Let me see if I can get. Man. Do I have it? Maybe I have this. I know what I did. I have it too blown up. Sorry. No, I don't. Okay, this is the pumpkin house. He's at the pumpkin house. So he's, oh, I'm not sharing, you guys. Hold on. Sorry. Share this tab. Let me back up. Well, you see the skateboard. Why is this muted? Oh, he didn't turn his camera on yet. Or his microphone. Ooh, you could see in their house for a second. Why is this muted? Oh,
Phone number for you.
That's crazy.
And just confirming no one's heard anything, no one saw anything, nothing like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and all your guys' roommates were here last night? You weren't?
She was next door.
Across the street. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. We'll get that set.
I appreciate it.
So she said, we'll get that soon. That's the camera. Okay, look where they're at. He's down at the intersection. Now he's going to the left here, right next to the camera house.
Yeah.
So he's across the street from JD's house.
Or anything. What's your address?
Fast forwarding it. All right, is this the same? Okay, wait. Okay, which way is he going? So now he is changing direction. Let me see.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
If anything else comes up or if anybody remembers anything, make sure you guys give us a call, obviously.
Yeah, they will. Thank you.
Okay. He's right at the corner of King and Queen. Let's see which way he goes. Does he go right or left? He's going up the hill, but he's going back towards, there's the pumpkin house to the right. And he goes to the left? Okay, all right, okay. I don't see any cameras on this house. Okay, so he's at the same building. Wait. Okay, so he's across the street from the pumpkin house. Next to the green building. I'm getting better perspective now. I hope this helps people. All right, so it's like a little diagonal. Oh, that's a good shot right there. That's a good shot right there. I might screenshot that. After he walks, you can see JB's house, the pumpkin house. And there's 1122 right there. Don't ever argue with Lucy. You're right, Lucy. And I'm learning as I go. I know you know. That's why I asked you. So this shed is right across pretty much. Little diagonal to the left. Okay, so now let me go back to my map. Right here. I think we are, like here. Yep. Because must be the greenhouse. Right? I'm going to label some things. Why you got to be so big? Oh my God, forget it. I'll do it later. Okay, so we know where that's at. So yeah, so now I want to talk about the barking. So the barking. Okay. Is now across the street. And if she's taking, and the shed's up front, so the grassy area is kind of like between the house and the street. But it does look like there's a lot of grass behind the house also. So if she's behind her house, that's farther away from the camera. But she's still saying she was taking her dog out all night. So she would be hearing, noise from the whites, noise out on the road, across the street at the house. Those cops still should have interviewed her more. Pretty much at 4 a.m. What's in that shed? What's in that shed? Does that shed have any windows? Okay. All right. Let me do my corrections corner, you guys. I made a mistake the other day. I got to own my mistakes when I make them. So here. All right, so I showed a picture of poor Hunter's package the last live. Let me know if you guys were here for that. I hope you're not traumatized. We are going to look at it again because his hands were above his head. Jeff H was correct. I do have the clip to show you though of why I thought that. And it was just the way I was looking at it. But definitely, it's just his shorts were twisted. His shorts were twisted. Poor guys. I think that happens sometimes when you've got, 2 layers of clothing on and your outer layer is twisted and you don't know it. You'd head straight for Banfield. All right. So trigger warning. We're going to see Hunter's package. And I put it, you did not close on me. Just opened it. All right, let me see if I can get this. Oh no, Connor. I had it lined up and everything. Where did your little tab go? All right. Well, since it's not keyed up, I won't show it. You can. It was on who starts with a W? Which officer? I'm drawing a blank. The officer's body cam going into the house. He runs up the steps. You see Hunter up at the top of the steps. The way his shirt is folded, it looks like it's an arm sleeve because it's like a tube. But it's not. It's just the way his shirt is hanging. So that's my correction for this week. I have another little nugget. Did you guys see Kathy Indiezone's video she did about when Payne testified? And it was so serendipitous for me because Carlos and I were discussing some things and I was talking about Payne saying, because I've been talking about the DNA, okay? The DNA. And reading in the documents, and I looked up the law about CODIS, like what's the law in Idaho about uploading DNA into CODIS. And Payne was on the stand and said, I could only upload one sample because if we uploaded any more, then it would kick it out. And Carlos was like, I need to see that video. And then Kathy had it. I was like, yes. We're all thinking along the same lines. Like there's the barking, there's the vehicles, and there's the DNA that we're talking about right now. So all right. That one's not pulled up either. Let me see if nope. I believe creators now when they're like, I had this all set up and then it didn't. Oh no, wait. I think I made a clip of her. It's in my drive. Let me find it. It's in my drive. While you're waiting for me, you can enjoy Hunter's package. I'm sorry. I found that one. It's in a tab. I'm just forgetting where I put things. There we go.
Upstairs. Okay.
I rewound it a couple
Upstairs.
times.
Okay.
So that's just his twisted shorts. It's not hands. It's his shirt ends. His hands are above his head. It's just the way his sweatshirt is folded in like that. It does look like arms, but it's not. It's not. Standing corrected. Sorry, Hunter. All right. When this ends, we're going to listen to. Oh, this is my corrections corner, not a nugget. This is my corrections corner. I don't think this is a nugget. This is my apology. All right. So this was this is what I wanted to show you guys. Kathy Indiezone's link for her channel is also in the description. You can watch. This is just a clip of her video. It's 1 minute and 42 seconds. She is reading the court transcript from, I want to say this was January 23rd. I'm not sure. 23rd, 2025, where they're asking Payne about the DNA. All right, you guys can't see it. I know you can't see it.
Exactly where unknown later. All right. So after you receive Brian Koberger's name, and he hasn't been on your radar at all before, is that correct? Answer, correct. Question.
Hi, Jeff.
All right. You had pursued interviews and surveillance video. Had you pursued evidence found inside the scene at 1122 King? Answer, yes, ma'am. Question. What efforts did you make to pursue unknown male B? Answer, you have to be more specific. I don't remember exactly where unknown male B came from. Question, if I told you the lab report showed unknown male B came from a spot on the handrail going between the second and the first floor, does that help jog your memory? Answer, yes, ma'am. Question, why did you not pursue that person? Answer, at that point in time, we had already received Mr. Koberger's name, and from my understanding was in entering another DNA profile into, next page, CODIS would remove the previous one we had from the sheath. So if memory serves, the discussion was, we'll hold off. We'll stay with the one from the sheath. And if we need to, we can address the unknown male B at a later time.
At a later time. This was my comment to Carlos. Poor Carlos. I was like, one killer's good enough. We'll wait for the other ones. we're good. We're good with one. All right. So well, he said if we put in more, it would kick the first one out, right? So putting it into CODIS. So let me take that down. And I want to share oh, I can't do that yet. All right. I looked up the Idaho like laws or whatever about CODIS, and it said you could upload up to 5. I'm going to find it in a second. It said if there's a single murder, you can upload up to 5, and if it's more than one murder, you can upload up to 8. If there's no hits, then you can request to upload more. And the reason they do that is because they want to, like, they don't want to overwhelm the system. So they want what you're submitting to be very highly probative, you know, but there's no, I can only do one rule. So I'll show you. I just pulled it up. I just did like a Google search, you know, it's like basic information. Idaho State Police.gov, CODIS methods. I think that, yep. Or maybe not. Was it this one? So that's talking about the hits. Let me see. Where can they do it at? CODIS upload right here. All right, that's the background. Samples. Okay. 4.2.1. Once sample data. Can you guys see this? Yes. Okay. Make it bigger. Make it bigger for the people in the back. All right. Once it's entered into the CODA database under str, blah, 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 import function, batches of data. So you can put batches of data. For forensic specimens, analysts will enter eligible profiles with an S. During the technical review process, the reviewer will verify the case number, all that stuff. That's just telling the steps. I don't know if this is where I read the 5 and the 8 thing. For offender specimens, most profiles will be batch uploaded into the offender index. Eligible forensic profiles of unknown origin identified in the course of casework must first be compared against the staff index. If verification results in a hit report is issued by the case and you get a copy. Okay. So that's on their site. I'm just going to go back to the basic AI explanation. And this is Idaho. I must have worded it differently. Like, can you only upload one? I should go to my history. So I'll do that for my corrections corner next time. The exact site that I looked at, but what I read was they do limit to 5 samples. They want them to be very probative because they don't want to overwhelm the system. That makes sense to me. If there's multiple victims, you can upload up to 8 samples. This is into CODIS. And then if you're not getting any hits, then you can request additional. So that's what I found. I don't know, Jeff. We're going to look at, I'll show you guys that right now. So here's the chart that I made. I was doing homework last night. I felt like I was back teaching school again. So I haven't done it all yet. But I made this chart. So I put the item number. So like 1.1, the sheath strap, the findings about the match to Brian are way later in the documents. And I didn't get that far down yet. So I didn't put that in there. But what I did see was there were no prints found on it. It did get entered into CODIS and there is still DNA. DNA extracts remain. So I think that's important. Item 1.2. That's the edges of the sheath on the handle. It's a 3-person mixture. This thing goes crazy when I can't highlight anything or anything. You just got to follow along. Hopefully you can see my arrow. It's a 3-person mixture and 1 is male, but the DNA was so low level that no comparisons can be made and they consumed the whole thing. So we will never find out anything about 1.2, I believe. Very unfortunate. Item 1.3, the edges on the blade. This is all about the sheath, right? The blade side of the sheath. It's a two-person mixture. 1 is male. There were low-level results and limited data, and it was all consumed. That's 1.3. Item 1.4 were swabs on the stains on the back of the knife sheath, the blood samples. And it was a 2-person mixture, and it's Kaylee and Maddie's blood. That's so sad. And there is still DNA extracts that remain. 1.5 is inside the sheath blade side, inside the sheath. It's a 2-person mixture, unknown. and there were low-level results and low data. So no conclusions can be made. That's in report 13. So I have to go back. I'm going to put in which report these are all described in also. All right, let me stop now that I did 1.1 to 1.5. You guys are talking about the sounds. I understand. I understand. Okay. All right. Then from item 5 all the way down to like, geez, it was item 20. It's all DNA samples. So it's all the fingernail samples. Don't you think this is interesting? I'll have to watch Audrey's videos and see if she talks about this. So they're saying item 20, one item is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 different extracts. So item 20 is 17 different extracts. So I'll keep that in mind when I read about that. The other thing that I wanted to point out, did I put it on here? Number 37. I know Hemisphere. I don't know if he's in here. He's probably over at Dago's. I'm going to show this and then I'm going to end. Item 37, it was either 37 and 38 or 37 and 36. Let me look at my chart says here. Okay. 37, this is why I showed that video earlier about 1127 King Road, apartment 1. It's unknown male C. Okay. They talk about that in report 9, report 11, and report 13. All right. 37.1 is the south entry hallway in apartment in 1127 King Road, apartment 1. So this is the house over near Jack D. That's unknown male C. So I'm like, how is it unknown? And you guys, sometimes Carlos gets so frustrated with me because this might be clearly obvious to you guys. And I look at it, I don't know. I look at it in such a different way than everybody else. Sometimes I need things explained to me. But it leads for, I think, questioning things and good discussion. How can it be unknown if you found it? Well, I don't know. So they found it in this house. Did they compare it to everybody who lives at that house? I guess is my question. Is this compared to everybody who lives at that house? And why did they go to that house to take DNA? Jeff, why did they go to that house to take DNA? It's not the scene of the crime. It's not the scene of the crime. So why did they go to that house to take DNA? It's not King Road, Brooke. It's not King Road. And I'm going to go to the report. I'll go to the report because, you know, I can make a mistake. I could make a mistake. So that's why I'm writing all this down in this chart so I know. So, okay. 1127 King Road, apartment 1 is item number 37. and I printed out. You guys can see. I'll just hold it up. Okay, I printed out the whole list of every item. Okay, so there's a stack here, but I have all the items listed. Okay, so in here it says, we'll do some verifying. Is Miss Potts still listening? This is 2 of 2, but I don't know, like they're not numbered. Blood swab from entry hallway, wall, and kitchen wall. On this, it does not give an address. On this list of items, it does not give an address. It says blood swab from entry hallway and kitchen wall. Okay. Then if you go to, I said report number 9. And look at my page numbers, my sloppy notes over here. I have them printed out. So I have it printed out right here. That's 11. 4, 13, 9. All right, I got 9 right here. So here's 9. I have a document camera like Lana has from school, but it's December. I was finished with school in June and I still haven't unpacked all my stuff. All my teacher stuff is still in boxes. So I have to go find my document camera. Then I could just stick this under there and show you guys. So we're looking for 37. Now here's the address. Okay. It's right here. Okay. And this is report number 9 in the Idaho State Police documents. And it says item 37 submitted swabs from 1127 King Road, apartment 1. And I always thought this was Jack Showalter's apartment. I always thought they went to Jack Showalter's apartment and took samples. But 1127 is over here. Have you been here to see this yet, Brooke? Do you see where the big orange X is? I went to Google Maps. I typed in 1127 King Road, and this is what it showed me. The whole neighborhood here. So they went to this house to collect DNA. And I just think it looks like a tiny house. I don't know. Maybe they separate the bedrooms in these houses and call them different apartments. I don't know. I don't know how they did that. I don't know. Is it Jeff? I don't know. I thought he lived over either in the Whites or Queen. I thought Lana showed his apartment. Which apartments are the colored ones that have like the red doors and the yellow wall building? Isn't that the Queen apartments that look like that? I thought Jack Showalter. No, Jack Decor's address is 1119, right next door. It's right next door. I believe that's his, just from the body cams. I watched the body cam footage of the officers speaking to Jack's roommates. And this one, no. Where are you at? Which tab am I on? Sorry, you guys. This one, no. There we go. So, right here, if you can, I can't make it bigger. I can make it darker. This is Jack D's house right here, I believe. Because it's almost straight ahead of the camera, but to the left a little bit, I believe. Pretty much. Let's see. I know we got to come up with a name. I can't use Hector. That's taken. I don't even know if I should name it because that's Lana's thing, but I do have a projector. King Road apartment. Okay. Leslie, I'm not sure what I asked that you said yes to. All right. So back to the DNA. So they went to this house and they took 2 samples. So let me go back to this. And that's unknown male C. Oh, and then I was reading what it says. So report number 9 says 37.1 and 37.2 were examined only for the purpose of sampling for DNA analysis. Okay, so they didn't do like prints or anything like that. They were sent for DNA analysis. Okay, so that's the first report you get tells you that kind of information. So then it's also in report 11. And I got report 11 right here. Now this is their field notes. So it says on November 18th at approximately 21:17 their time. So it's 21:17. Like 20 is 8 at 9:17 at night. They went to, and it's blanked out, to assist in the search of an apartment. So at 9:17 at night, F.S. Hogan was accompanied by Detective Talbot and Sergeant Van Leuven. So Hogan, Talbot, and Leuven. Blank is an apartment building consisting of 2 stories. That's not 2 stories. You guys, what are they doing here? I liked how Lana said today that, we're trying to verify things. Does this look 2 stories? Did Google Maps give me the wrong information? What do you guys think? Unless it's a below ground, I don't think they do. Jeff, go to Google Maps right now, and if you want to, type in 1127 King Road, Moscow, Idaho, and see what it gives you. I mean, I could do it. I could do it right here. Let's do it. Okay. Share this tab. Okay. 1127 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. Maps. Okay, same picture. And same location. Now I do know they mess with Google, so let's see. I can make it bigger. See where I'm at? See where it's at? What's the address for the Queen Road Apartments? Let me see that. Queen Road Apartments, Moscow, I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I think I shared it. What is this? We're putting it, what? I don't want the Empire. Oh, it doesn't recognize Queen Road Apartments. Do they have a different name? They probably don't want it on here. Oh, they have a Sunrise Village. I lived at Sunrise Apartments when I was in college. Huh. It's not on here. I was trying to find the address. Trying to find the address. What's 500? 500 Queen is the address for the Queen Road Apartments. Okay, thank you. Just verifying. We're just verifying. 500 Queen Road, Moscow, Idaho. Oh, there. Well, there it is. Queen Road. So 1127 King Road is not there. What about the White? I don't think he lived at the Whites, though. I think he lived at Queen. I don't know. Let's do Google Earth. I used to use Google Earth all the time when I was teaching, because I had to teach ancient civilizations, and we would go to the current day place and I'd let the kids explore around. All right, Google. Oh, I have some projects. Let's see. What's this? Too little. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. And we wanted to do Street View. Okay, so here's King Road. Are you guys, can you guys see what I got? Yeah, okay. What do I do? Click on this person? Street View. Click a highlighted. Yeah, right here. Okay, so this, I believe this is Jack's house, right? Is this this white building, I think, is where all the headlights. Let's see. That should be right across. Well, it's not right across. If I go, well, let me turn around and go, keep going the way we said. There was a fence back there. How do I go? Oh, right here. There it is. So it's right at the end of this this is a cul-de-sac. So it's on this, it's on the 1122 side of the road, King Road. I don't see an address. This says 2025 Google. It's the same thing I saw on Google Maps. What's back here? I don't know. What do you guys think? It's not an apartment. But I think that's where Jack lives. I don't know if it'll let me go back this way. Will it let me go back this way? Oh. What do you do? Oh, that's all blurred out. Oh, they won't even let you down there. They won't even let you down there. Okay. All right, what do we think? Oh, you have found the house listed on Zillow? That's interesting. Can you see inside of it? Let's do. I love doing these real-time things with you guys. Thanks, Brooke. Here. So let's do 1127 Moscow, and then we'll do Zillow. Zillow don't care, man. They have, well, I guess if you want to see a house. Well, that's different. That's not it. Is that what you saw, Brooke? Is this 1127? Is that Jack D's address? Hmm. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm back on, why does it say 1142? Get off Street View. All right, let's do this. Because I thought it was 11. I don't want that. No. I'm trying to go back. I'm going to type in what I thought Jack D's address was. Google Earth. All right. 1119 King Road, Moscow, Idaho. It looks like that big house with the side part of it. Let's see. Were we looking at Matt Moy's house? No, I can't see a house down here. It's got to be in this right here. Can I draw? No. Can you draw on this? Were we here before? So it says this is 1119. What do you guys think? I think the 1119 is to the left a little bit. I think the predominant house is next to it. Oh, no. Yeah, it's straight across. Okay. So then what's this address right here? What would we guess that would be? 1121. Because that's 1119. That's 1112. So it's even over here. Well, except for 27. God, does anything in Moscow make sense? So this would be, let's try 1122. I mean, 1121. Let's see what it says. It's the same house. You guys, what's going on? Let's do 1123. Do you guys see this? $1127, you're saying is the Matt Moye house. Charm free. Hi, charm free, by the way. This is, I'll show you because I think you just joined in maybe. This is what I got as 1127 King Road. Oh, you can't see it. Now you should be able to see it. Is that what you're talking about, charm free? That's what I thought. But I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, all those woods around it. Yeah. But I don't think this is Matt Moye's house because I don't think his house isn't on King Road and Walenta. Isn't his only out to Walenta? Because this house comes out onto King Road. Go ahead, Kane. Let us know. I thought it was going to be a fact about the case, Kane. I thought it was going to be about the case. All right, I'm going to try another one. I'm going to try 23. Let's do 1123. Untitled place mark. Is that Matt Moye's? I don't know. What's there? There's something there. Is that? I don't know. I feel like they messed with Google, so I don't know. All right, now I'm going to try 1125. I'm just trying things. It's doing the same thing. Maybe they don't use those addresses. We got 1127. What about 1129? Sorry, you guys couldn't see. I'll go back and show you. So basically 1123, 1125, and 1129 are all on this same plot of land. They're putting all those addresses right here. And it says untitled place mark. So I don't know. And then if this is Matt Moy's house right here, this white square, his driveway is supposed to come back where? His house is on Walenta. I thought his house was back here or something. I don't know. His house is supposed to come out on Walenta. His address is Walenta. What are these? I don't remember what Lana said his address was. Here's 714 and 708. But they don't look like they butt right up against the back of the house. I don't know. That's why I'm doing all this mapping stuff too. I think that's why they put the pictures on there, Brooke, so you can do a walkthrough before you you know, even like if you're like, do I really want to go look at this? All right, so 1127 is a mystery to me. I'll keep trying to figure out what that is or what that's going on, but I was talking about the DNA. So and I was reading report 11. It says it's an apartment building consisting of 2 stories. Apartment 1 is located on the ground level and is a multi-bedroom apartment with 2 bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen. There is a hallway with a kitchen to the north and a living room area to the north of the kitchen. There is at least 2 bedrooms east of the kitchen. There are 2 bathrooms south of the kitchen. On the east side of the apartment, the response was limited to the southeast bedroom. Okay. What did I do on Zillow? I forget. Let me go back because I thought I had it on here. Didn't I have it on here? This is what Zillow says is 1127. Can we more? Claim, verify, correct, report. There's no other pictures, I don't think. $800,000. That's because they're charging those college kids an arm and a leg. I don't see any photos. You guys can't do a walkthrough on this one. Oh, here's the neighborhood. Oh, not sure. Let's look at this. Am I sharing this tab? Nope. I'll let you see what I'm doing. I'm on Zillow. And it's showing the neighborhood. Make it bigger, I think. Maybe not. So use continue and scroll to what? I want this to be full screen. Won't let me. Scroll. It won't let. They got everything on lockdown, you guys. I'm trying to think if I can make any sense of it. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Right, Brooke. Someone who can buy it and then rent it out to like 8 college kids who are all paying 25. They'll charge those kids like $20,000 a year for rent. And times 8, so you get that a year, and then yeah, you make money off of it. That's what they do. It's crazy. Okay, so what else are they saying about 1127? Hogan performed 2 presumptive tests for the presence of blood on the south wall of the entry hallway, marker 1, and on the east wall of the kitchen, marker 2, using orthotolidine. Positive results indicating the presence of blood were obtained on both stains. Swabs were collected from markers 1 and 2. Okay. And then I think this continues. This is report 13. So I think this was what was confusing to me. The DNA profile obtained from items 37.1 and 37.2 were determined to be from the same unknown male C. So I guess my next question is, what else in the house was male C? Because they didn't get anything from 1.2. They didn't get anything from 1.3. 1.4 is, oh wait, is it 1.3? And that was the handle of the sheath or the blade of the sheath? The blade of the sheath, I believe. So the blade of the sheath is male C. And item 37.1 and 37.2 from this apartment is male C. The DNA profiles obtained. Okay, these are different numbers. Okay. So after that, it just says that Ethan, a whole bunch of redacted people that are not the victims, are not the source of the DNA profiles from these items. Okay. I think it's mentioned again. Where's it at? No, I read them all. Oh, except the report where they actually say John Showalter. They call him John Showalter in the report. Do you think they're trying to throw us off with that? Let me find that one. No, I had it. I had it set aside. Let me look. Make sure it's not these again. Sometimes I get. I think it was a higher, it was like a special report that I was looking at. Oh, right here. Here it is. So this is still report 11. But these are different items. This is not, so John Showalter is not 37.1. The DNA obtained from item 38 and 39 that previously obtained from the unknown reference sample of blank. The DNA profile is John Showalter is the source. Okay, so 38 and 39 is... Okay, this is another thing I don't understand. You guys, everything is so... Yeah, John Jack Showalter. I get it. I know his first name. Yeah, first name's John. This one. Okay. Item 38 is a swab from agency item 264 from the scene. What is agency item 264 from the scene? And then item 39 is a swab, and it's from agency item 264 from the scene. So to me, this is saying John Showalter had something at the scene. And in this report, it says the DNA profiles obtained from items 38 and 39 match that previously obtained from the known reference sample. So it's like they a known reference sample would be like, okay, we swabbed Jack Showalter, and that's matching items 38 and 39. But what are if item 38 and 39 is his actual swab from his mouth, what are you matching it to? Agency item 264. What is that? What is that? No matter how you look at this, did he have something in the house? Are you saying 30 something? I'm just reading your comments. Oh, is that what it says? Let me read it again. Where'd I get that from? I got that from report 13. Let me see. I'm going to look at the wording. Let me look at the wording. $38. This is exactly what it says. The evidence description. Submitted swabs, agency item 264 from scene. There's no A, just from scene. I don't know. I also went back today and I was looking at stop sharing. I was looking for the markers. Like I want to see the markers for item 37. I was trying to look for the that's one more thing I wanted to show. The blood on the beer pong table, right? And that is, please tell me I put it on here. And it's not on that one. Above the stairwell, upper floor banister, bottom of handrail, edge of wall. Oh, I didn't put it on here. I did find it though. But I believe it was Kaylee's, right? Kaylee's blood is on the beer pong table. So I'm going to keep working on that chart and filling everything in. But the more I do it, I'm having some questions. Oh, I got you. You were saying a scene because I said the scene. Oh, oof. Lab item and agency item, they are differentiating. That is the same item with different numbers, lab number and agency number. Well, that's weird, isn't it? No, they have to say they're saying where the sample came from. So here, let me show you what I'm questioning. I'm just not understanding what you're saying. Like for instance, let's look down here. Okay, item 24 is a blood stain on the upper floor banister. And that matched Maddie. So then I'm reading these the same way. Item 39 is a swab from this item 264, right? But I don't know the agency. These don't go up to 264. So where am I supposed to find that at? Like, I don't know what this is. We don't know what this is. Maybe it's a bullet. Right, Lucy. But so what I'm saying is, this is what I'm talking about. Okay. So the sheath is agency item 11, but the lab number is lab number 1. Oh, okay. My thing is I'm reading the lab reports. So they should be telling me what these lab items are. And so this is lab item 38. Tell me what it is. Don't tell me it's agency item number. You didn't do that for any other thing. I did whisper. I do that with my students all the time. When you want, like, because I'm a loud person. So I'm always like loud and boisterous. But like if I all of a sudden get quiet and whisper to them, they're like, what is she doing? So it just comes out sometimes. It just comes out. Hey, Meg. Hello, hello. So then I think if I go to, I know I saw another list of items somewhere. If Moscow PD has like their own, if ISP has their own somewhere else. No, I don't think. I will look to see if I can find those agency numbers. I didn't see them in this forensic lab report document, though. I don't know. Lucy, don't you think they should still tell us what it is? Or you're saying they are telling us, Kim? Don't you get it? I don't think they are. Oh, did Jules show the 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. today? I want to see if the white car they think is Brian's shows up on the footage in the daytime and what it looks like. I'm really curious to see that. Did you guys see that today? All right. Well, I love all you guys. My mods are always showing up for me. I appreciate you guys. It does. You are kidding me, Meg. Oh my gosh. Charm Free says item source Q. What does that mean? I don't know. Where are you seeing that at? I don't know. MPD general narrative document. Thank you. That's where I saw it. I knew I saw it. I've got all those saved. So yes. Okay. And I'm glad I didn't just print that out, but I do need both. Okay. Maybe that'll help me make some sense of this. So, all right. The only other thing I was going to do today is watch why am I drawing a blank? Glitch DNA Labs, Audrey. If you guys haven't seen her last couple videos, I want to show the one. She has one where she's explaining. I'm not going to show it today. I'm going to save it for next week. But like what the quality of this DNA is really looking like. This is what the report says, but she kind of reads into it a little bit more and explains some things. So I love that. I love her channel for that. Oh, it's Christmas program day. That's awesome, Meg. Aw, have fun. Have fun. Yep, I'm going over to Dago's now, you guys. I appreciate everybody showing up and showing out in here. I love you all. And I will see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching, hope you felt the spark. Please hit that like before it gets dark. Subscribe, it's free and keeps us going strong. You're part of the crew now, right where you belong. Join us next time, same truth, same fire. We bring the heat and never tire. We're typically unique and proud to be a husband and wife in podcast harmony.